Welcome friends to this last week of English language for competitive exams course. Today I am going to do a revision in vocabulary. We will be doing revisions as you know in other aspects of learning as well, other skills as well. Today I thought because vocabulary has always been in a great demand, more than any other skills I was asked or I received mails to help develop people's or participants vocabulary. So, I thought let us do this exercise. I am going to do some multiple choice questions, some analogy related questions and also some popular words that you may come across or that it would be a good idea to use in your communication. Now, look at the slide here. Squalid, unclean, cramped, humble, firm. Subsume, reject, undermine, include or suffer. Talisman, charm, juror, lecturer, informer. Next slide please. Pelagic pertains to the sea, fur, prehistoric life or mountain. Teleology is an investigation of primitive life, doctrine of purpose in nature, study of sound or belief in chance as the determiner of human affairs. Vouchsafe is grant security, to deign, to lock up and to or to accept responsibility for. Take a moment, look at the slides carefully. And the answers are squalid is unclean, so it is choice A. We often use the word to live in squalid conditions. It is to live in dirty, filthy, unclean, unhygienic, foul, vile conditions. Other synonyms could be shabby and seedy and slovenly, disgusting. So, these are the synonyms of squalid. Extremely squalid. They have their apartment in the squalid part of the town. Next word was subsume. It is a higher order vocabulary often in journal articles or perhaps opinion pieces in a newspaper. You come across this word subsume. Choice C, include. Subsume is a verb. Okay, sub you know, below. By now you know enough Latin, I think, or the etymology of or the roots of the English words. So, sub is below, okay, and it means go below and take. So, subsume means to take from below, which means to include here. It has over the years, over a few centuries, the word has come to mean to include. Talisman is a charm, so choice A. The word talisman has been around for quite a while and it has roots in both Arabic and Greek languages. Okay, so, you have a talisman, many people keep a talisman with them that this is going to be of luck to me. Some people wear some kind of a ring, a gemstone, that is your talisman. Sometimes people just keep, you know, this is my keychain whenever, or a favorite shirt, it works like a talisman, like a charm. So, whenever I wear this or keep this thing with me, things work out very well in my favor. Synonym is amulet, AMULET. Next word was pelagic, which relates to the sea. Synonym is oceanic. And vouchsafe is something that we come across very frequently, but we do not remember somehow. It is condescending, deign, okay, DEIGN, to give someone something in a condescending manner. So, to grant something, someone something in a very like supercilious way, in an arrogant manner. So, deign. The speaker deigned to attend, or the celebrity deigned to attend, are college function. Okay, so accepted but in a very high-handed manner. Teleology, right answer is choice B, option B, doctrine of purpose in nature. This is a philosophical word. You often come across this word in higher order writing. This teleology means to see purpose in ends rather than stated causes, okay, making the actual or final cause. So, when you see some things in terms of teleology, you explain actions by their results. Teleology has its roots in the Greek language. Teleos in Greek means to complete. Okay. From there we move on, because that is all I am going to do. I thought I have done enough of multiple choice questions. This is just a revisionary class today. So, this is just a revision class today. So, we are not going to do too many of such words. Look at this slide now, and this is an exercise in analogy. Astronauts are to space as argonauts are to A, fire, B, ship, C, birds, D, treasure, E, sea. Basilica is to church what dorme is to cinema, chapel, a room, window or servant. Actor is to stage what orator is to A, pilot, B, acrobat, C, soldier, D, wind, E, rostrum. Next slide, please look at it. Gamut is to spectrum what bourgeois is to wither, scope to trope, scale to colorful, invective is to tirade, and cynical is to auspicious what sneer is to cheer, Machiavellianism is to diplomacy, philosopher is to wisdom. Next slide. Guttural is to throat, what venal is to wine, mental is to cloak, hair is to hirsute, palmar is to wrist, brachial is to arm. Predatory is to hawk, as contortion is to grimace, voracious is to glutton, tawny is to lion, speedy is to cruiser, and ugly is to vulture. Let us discuss the answers. Astronauts travel in space, argonauts travel in sea. Argonauts are someone who are engaged in a dangerous but potentially rewarding activity or adventure, travel at sea. So, that is the relationship. Next was basilica is to church, it is a structure, it is a field of architecture. What dorme? Dorme is a kind of a structure, of a design, building design is to window. You can look up the net and look at the images what dorme and window, how they are connected as basilica and church. Remember, dorme has its roots in the French word dormir, which means to sleep, okay, and relates to a bedroom. So, dorme is a roofed structure with a window. Now, actor, next word was actor to stage. Now, theatre actors, they perform on stage. So, likewise orators speak in rostrum. It is a raised platform on which a person stands to make a public speech. So, that is a rostrum. So, you can receive an award on a rostrum, play music, conduct an orchestra, a raised platform. Gamut is to spectrum, you cover the entire gamut or spectrum, is a synonym. What? Invective is to tirade, okay, complain harshly. So, D is the choice you have. And next word was cynical is to auspicious, what? Sneer is to cheer, A, option A. Cynical is opposite of auspicious. People who believe in auspiciousness of things, they are not cynical. Sneer, people who are cheering, they do not sneer. Next was guttural throat. So, you make a guttural sound through your throat. So, it is relation of, it is actually adjectival form. Venal is wine, mental cloak, these are not adjective forms. So, we have already done this word brachial, brachial is related to arm. So, E, choice E. And predatory is to hawk, okay? A hawk is a predator. So, the best choice is option B, a glutton is voracious. Also look at the classification, the category, noun is to adjective. Hawk is a noun, predatory is an adjective, glutton is a noun, voracious is adjective. Tawny and lion do not go together because lion is tawny, okay, that is a color. We are not talking about colors here. From here we move on to the next slide, next exercise. Look at these words and find meanings of these popular words. You come across them many a time, but make sure that you know the meanings and how to use them in the right context. So, amortize, cryptic, deplore, diatribe, dissemble, espouse, feckless, and look at this slide, gainsay, hone, inchoate, intransigent, rectitude, and latent, lean, lucrative, macabre, sparse, prolixity, and voluble. So, amortize. Amortize is quite a technical word. It means to liquidate something gradually, to reduce or pay off a debt with regular payments. So, you amortize. It is basically a business and economics related term. For example, we say a large part of the grant has been used to amortize the debt. So, you are paying off your debt, liquidating something gradually. Next was cryptic. Now, cryptic again has its roots in Latin language and also in Greek crypticus. Okay. This means hidden. Okay. So, when you say cryptic codes, something is hidden. Those who are fans of the Da Vinci Code, okay, you will come across several cryptic codes there. So, that is where it occurs very frequently. Okay. Cryptic also has suggests something that is of obscure nature, hidden, secretive. Next word was deplore. Deplore is to accuse or criticize someone, deplorable behavior. I condemn it. Again, it has Latin roots, to bewail or lament. So, lamentation, to bewail. Okay. If you deplore something, you object to it. It has a negative context to it. It brings sorrow or grief. So, it is a deplorable behavior. You might, for example, use it in the sense that you deplore the violation of human rights in certain part of the world. Next word was a diatribe. It is an angry critical speech. You launch into an angry diatribe against someone or something. Okay. Sometimes film critics launch a diatribe against a certain movie, particular movie, saying that how nonsensical it was. So, those things are very common. Yeah. So, diatribe is to give expression to one's anger. It is originally it was connected to serious study and spending wasting time, but now it has come to suggest angry and critical speech or writing even. Next word was dissemble. Dissemble is the exact meaning is sneaky. It means to hide your true self, not to be confused with disassemble. You take something apart, for example, a car and various parts. So, disassemble, or a machine or a computer, you disassemble the machine. Okay? You take it out in different parts. Dissemble means to hide one's beliefs or feelings. It has to you have to hide something. Okay? So, almost like simulation. We have done this word, this simulation earlier also. So, pretend someone. So, you are dissembling You are simulating, you are being someone, you are pretending to be someone you are not. Okay, so it is a very negative word. Next word was espouse. Now, you espouse the cause. Okay, you espouse, so that means you support. Look at the way it is related to spouse. Okay, so spouse is a partner, someone very frequently um, we use it in the context of a married partner. So, who is your spouse is working somewhere, etc. So, that is the context you use the word spouse, and espouse is a follower or a supporter. So, you espouse someone a cause. The antonym would be to jettison. Okay, you throw away. Espouse is you support. Feckless is generally incompetent. You often use the word a feckless minister, a feckless chief or executive. So, unfit, irresponsible, incompetent. Okay. A person who does not really have the competence to be where he is, a feckless person. It is a very popular and common word, especially in politics. Next word was gainsay. To gainsay is to challenge or dispute or contradict, especially someone in authority. So, when you challenge authority, you gainsay, you are challenging, you are contradicting someone in power. You also say there is no gainsaying the present dissent in the party. There is lot of upheaval, there is lot of conflict and no gainsaying, that there is no dispute, it is happening. Next word was hone. Hone means to polish. Synonyms are ameliorate, amend, to improve. So, you hone your skills, you improve your skills. So, perhaps you want to be an actor, you need to hone your skills, you need to do whatever is expected. You suppose you want to be a writer, so you should join a workshop where you can learn how to write well. So, you may have a natural talent, but you still need to hone your skills. Next word was inchoate. Inchoate means only partly in existing or existence rather, which is imperfectly formed. So, it comes from the Latin word for beginning, inchoate. So, unfinished, incomplete, only in the beginning. The word intransigent means someone who is inflexible, stubborn. You have taken a very intransigent stand in your life. So, you are inflexible, impervious to please, impervious to persuasion. Okay, so, antonym would be adaptable and flexible. Next word was rectitude. Now, rectitude is a noun, it may have UDE, so it is not, do not confuse it with some other parts of speech. It is a noun, it is a noun, it means it is a very positive word. Okay, we often say moral rectitude, okay, goodness, honor, decency. When you say it goes against all forms of moral rectitude, it means it is a bad thing, it is going against. Rectitude is a very positive word. Next word was latent. Latent is inactive. Okay, it means to lie hidden. We often say that the person has been quite latent, inactive, but of late you also you may also use it in positive context or connection as latent talent. There is lot of talent in this person, but it is all latent. Okay, so it needs to be brought out. So, latent talent, there is lot of latent talent in small towns in India. Okay, it has to be brought out. Lean is a word that derives from the Latin word leisure, which means to bind something. So, tax liens are levied against properties. Okay, so, lien has a sort of economic connotation. Next word was lucrative. Again, it has business, money and economic connotation. It means something that fetches substantial amount of money. It's a very lucrative offer. I am thinking about it. Okay, I have to take the offer or not. It is also used sometimes in the context of greed. Okay. So, you have sold your soul to lucre, Lucre. English phrase, there is an English phrase like filthy lucre. Okay. So, profits which are gained through illicit activities, black marketing or smuggling or something, so filthy lucre. Lucrative is not always negative, although. So, you nowadays you often say that the offer is lucrative, the business is lucrative. Next word was macabre. Macabre is something that you come across very frequently when you talk about something horrible has happened around you. Okay, it's horrifying, it's gruesome. The macabre incident shook the entire civilized people or civilized section of society. Okay, we often say the movie has too many macabre scenes, the novel is full of macabre scenes. So, gore and blood and gruesome scenes. So, macabre with a very negative, horrifying context. To parse is to give actually it has its origin in grammar, P-A-R-C-E, and we often say parsing, to break a sentence and analyze its parts. Rather than looking at the entire sentence and looking at the meaning of it, we analyze syntax, the way sentence is constructed, by assigning each part, each item a name, to constituent structure to a sentence. We have been doing a lot of grammar. Okay, so we know subject and verb and object and agreement and prepositions, all kinds of parts of speeches. So, we are giving certain names to the constituent structures. Now, it has come to mean some other also, that you are analyzing too much of something, to parsing. So, sometimes we say to give parsed responses, which means giving it a lot of thought and very analytical responses. So, the next word was prolixity. Prolixity is to go on and especially to be very verbose, okay, verbosity, turgidity, wordiness. So, often we say a boring lecture. So, prolix, something that goes on and on. So, prolixity of it. Voluble is that is our last word for the day. The word voluble describes talking continuously. We often say the heroine's character in this film was very voluble. So, it kept talking fluently at great length. It is not always negative. Okay, prolix is to bore someone to death by too much of talking. Voluble is to keep on talking in a steady flow. So, the person spoke volubly, he had a lot of points to make, so volubly. Okay, it can also have positive connotations. So, thank you very much.